I was also lucky to be, part of this whole payment revolution that started in 2000, late 2016. 2017 was the watershed year for payments after demon. Everyone wanted, merchants wanted digital payments, consumers adopted digital payments. And so I was in the thick of things. We had Paytm, which was big on wallet, which was acquiring merchants like literally a million a month, or almost 100,000 merchants were coming on a daily basis at one point in time. So that was the time when Paytm was transitioning from a wallet company, and Nikhil was pretty clear that wallet is just a payment instrument. You can't be a wallet company, it has to be a payments company. For someone to become a payments company, you need to add all payment options that a consumer seeks, right? So, and that's when he was pushing Paytm to adopt UPI. And we were all, it was, like I said, 2017, early 2017 was like a period where we're not able to meet all the product demands that were coming in from the market. Like mad first quarter where we are always running behind schedule, and UPI was always on top of our mind, but somehow we couldn't really push it internally. And there were a lot of external debate during those times, with wallet versus UPI. So I was the one who, even though I was part of a wallet company, I always found that debate really funny, because it can't be wallet versus UPI. You can't today have a credit card versus debit card debate. These are different set of audiences. Some people are comfortable storing some part of their money in one app, and they want to use it because that's their way of controlling their spend. Some people are comfortable linking their bank accounts using two-factor pay seamlessly. It's consumer choice, right? So today, a good app should allow anyone to use wallet. Like PhonePe, for example, today also equally pushes wallet, but you can't call PhonePe a UPI company, while UPI is one of the biggest instrument for them. Wallet is very small. Paytm wallet is the biggest instrument. UPI is very small. Google Pay, kept pushing only UPI. Now they've started doing tokenized cards. So the point I'm trying to make here is that UPI is a very important part of the payments landscape, and there are a lot of users who are comfortable using UPI. So 2017, 18, when Google Pay started pushing in, PhonePe then actually went aggressive in 2017. PhonePe was the first app to launch UPI, and for first several months till Demon happened, or even after Demon, they were also not sure how to really push UPI, because they were the only players. The concept itself was tough. The Beam app really helped. Government really marketed Beam aggressively. Prime Minister marketed Beam aggressively, and that became like a household name, because it was something which I think first time a government of India supported app was a world class app. It was a brilliant product at that time, right? Obviously, it lost its share later on, and that's a different story. But as a product, I think Beam was a true showcase of how UPI should work, and that's when I think Google Pay, Paytm, they all started getting ideas. Oh, if this could be, if their app could be this seamless when it comes to sending money, we should also be adopting it. And P2P became obviously the first product which everyone focused on. And I think for about 1.5 years, it was just P2P which was taking the major share of all the transactions. I think somewhere in 2018, when Bharat Pay also came in, and when Paytm also started realizing that just by acquiring wallet merchants, tomorrow they'll have to go back to them again if those merchants want payments from other instruments as well. They also started slowly pushing UPI QR, and PhonePe was also getting aggressive. So 2018 was a year when actual merchant acquisition on UPI happened. And now if we see, almost 880 million transactions, P2M transactions are happening on UPI, which was literally zero about 1.5 years back. So the real growth, and for me, the real barometer of digital payment success is someone taking the phone out, scanning a QR, right? P2P is a great use case, but end of the day, if every shop around you is accepting a digital payment, and you have your bank account linked, or you have your card linked with any of the apps, I think for me that was the real victory for a payment instrument like UPI, where I used to feel happy when people used to say, the carpenter used to come to my place, or a milkman used to come to my place, pay me by GPay, or pay me by, this is my UPI ID. While UPI ID as a concept, again, Nikhil will discuss that, didn't really take off, but there were people who started actively asking money into their bank account, right? Because that's where they felt that, oh, money is this easy to receive, right? Earlier, in the IMPS era, it was so difficult to send money to anyone, which means you need to log into a net banking, add a beneficiary, wait for 24 hours in some cases, and then send money, right? I mean, that versus, a carpenter saying, I need 450 rupees as my bill, and you take your phone out, take carpenter's phone number and send money, right? So we moved in 2016 from IMPS era to UPI era, all thanks to the, the way product was built. So I think cut to 2020, uh, uh, we have almost, in fact, I was checking the data yesterday. Now we're doing almost 80 million transactions a day, right? And that's huge, considering 80 million a month was also considered to be a very big number for UPI. So the only thing now we need to see is that, and which I keep saying, that while we focus on TPS share, phone pay, Google Pay, WhatsApp, ATM share, but I think UPI becoming so big, which no one anticipated, that it'll hit 2 billion mark this soon. It might hit 3 billion, maybe somewhere middle of next year, maybe 4 billion 1 year down the line. uh, because I observe the bank success rates and UPI success rates very closely, that is taking a hit somewhere. I think banks are not incentivized enough, or banks are not uh, uh, pretty excited about UPI as a product, for multiple reasons. Zero MDR could be one, or they don't see any direct benefit from it, or their apps have not really taken off as far as UPI is concerned. So I think now 2021, 2022, with new NPCI cap coming in, with WhatsApp coming in, with merchant adoption of UPI going up, we'll see UPI changing shape dramatically. I mean, I won't be surprised if out of 4 billion transactions in 2023, 2.5 billion is P2M. Because frankly, P2P has a limit. End of the day, if you're sending money to 10, 12, 15 people a month, it could be a business payment, it could be a personal payment. Beyond a point, your P2P use cases are not going to grow dramatically. If your P2M use cases, you're sending money for business purposes. So I see that P2M becoming a much larger share. So I would have wished that this 30% cap was only on P2P and not on P2M, because that's, like I said, that's where I think we should allow more and more apps to come in, keep the unique proposition of UPI in front, build products like credit on UPI, build products like mandate on UPI. Things like those are still to come up, right? So I want new startups to come in, just build innovative products on top of UPI. So this is how I look at UPI next 2 years down the line, and I really hope that such innovations like I think Nikhil also mentioned earlier on, all the innovations that were part of the hackathon in 2016. Some startups should now start building on top of it.